taking the light down, folks, because I think it's going to be easier for me to show you what to do. This here is a ballast. These here, they call them tombstones. And this here is just a fuse, actually. So we can leave that in and use it as a fuse, or we can come straight off the main power supply, which is here. And we just need to send the power to one of these tombstones. There's one either end. There's one this end and one to other end. Because these bulbs, these newfangled LED fluorescent tubes, only take the AC input on one end. You can see there, AC input. So that's live and neutral. The other end is just there for show, okay? Okay, so first thing I want to remove is this little earth pin. Now this connects the whole metal body to the earth on the mains inlet. And then we're also going to get rid of this capacitor and the cables. This tombstone on this end, it doesn't require any power whatsoever. That tombstone should slide off, and then I should also be able to pop it open. Easy does it. There we are. So these two cables, they are just held in. There we go. Just have to tweak this little plastic, this little metal thing there. And that bit in there. Press it down. And she's back together. Moving across now to the ballast. I'm hoping I can just undo these screws at the back and the nuts will come off on the front. So the idea behind removing the ballast is that this is still going to be consuming a small amount of electricity, even though it's not required. And it makes the fitting a whole lot lighter. Right, now the next section is where you'd put the starter motor, or in this case with the LED lights, it's actually a fuse. It's normally a 2 amp fuse. So it's not actually needed. The mains is on an MCB. It's fused anyway. So with just a little bit of care, we should be able to pop that whole thing out and get rid of it altogether. And then we're way across at the other side now, at the other tombstone. Pop these up. They can be a bit fiddly, but these ones are behaving quite well. There we go. Just a little twist and lift. And that's the cables out. So that's now unthreaded all the cables on the whole light fitting. So we have a brown cable here coming from the old ballast. So if I take that off, so what I'm going to do is just shove one of the cables just in there like that, and it's grabbed it. And then we've got a blue section in here as well, luckily enough. So same thing, just find the section underneath. You can feel the spring-loaded section in the middle. Give it a push, and there we go. It's bitten hold of it, and it won't come off, which is perfect. So it hooks over the top. These two sections on the outside, they just need nudging into there. And there you can see we've got the tombstone, the live and neutral running across. I'll feed it under here. So I've taken the chocolate block off so I can feed the power supply in from the same direction through the edge of the tombstone. I've got the terminal block here, the earthing pin just there. So what I'm going to do is just cut and strip a fresh section of the live and neutral, and because it's single strand, I like to just fold it over like that, so that the grub screw in the chocolate box has something to bite hold of. Neutral tighten down, live tighten down, tiny bit of a sheathing for that, and then we're going to come across, put a 90 onto it. Hello! Oh, Stu? Yeah, I brought it down here. There's a bit more space. We've got visitors.
Hello, mate. Bonkers dog.
What time is it? 4 o'clock?
5 to 5. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit late today, anybody? Oh, so we had a couple of visitors there. Steve and Pete. Anyway, you've seen me do that, so I've attached the cable as I promised. So we've got the live and neutral running to the tombstone on the end, and the mains coming in, so now all I'm left to do is pop that earth terminal back on the little clip in there, and we'll give her a test run. Make sure we've got the right end, which is that one. We give it a half rotation, pick up the plug, stick her in the wall and turn her on. And that's how they work. Woohoo! Oh, there we go. So you can see she illuminates nicely. So that's ready now to be mounted back up onto the ceiling.